Hello everyone. Here we are going to see about the Unit 1 continuation process. So today we are going to see about the vestigial sideband transmission, angle modulation and the relationship or difference between the FM and PM. So first we are going to see about the vestigial sideband transmission. It means one of the sideband is partially suppressed and the vestige of the other sideband is transmitted. So this vestige compensates the suppression of the sidebands. So first we are passing the message signal and another side we are passing the carrier signal. So these both are given to the product modulator and we will receive the DSB-SC signal. So it will pass through the bandpass filter. The bandpass filter will uses to filter the signals and we will get the analog signal that is as a accurate signal as VSB signal S of T. So in the demodulator side, we are receiving the VSB signal S of T. So it will pass into the product modulator and another side the carrier signal AC dash cos 2 pi FCT will be passed. So then the output of the product modulator we will receive V of T. It will pass into the low pass filter. The low pass filter used here is to smoothen the signal and we will get the V naught of T as the output signal. Okay, so S of F is equal to AC by 2 M of F minus FC plus M of F plus FC into H of F. So the output of the product modulator in the demodulator is given as V of T is equal to S of T into AC dash cos of 2 pi FCT is equal to AC dash S of T into cos 2 pi FCT. V of F is equal to AC dash by 2 into S of F minus FC plus S of F plus FC. So V of F is equal to AC dash by 4 into M into F of F minus 2 FC plus M of F into H of F minus FC plus AC dash by 4 into M of F plus M of F plus 2 FC into H of F plus FC. So that was we will get AC dash by 4 into H of F minus FC plus H of F plus FC into M of F plus AC dash by 4 into M of F minus 2 FC plus H of F minus FC plus M of F plus 2 FC into H of F plus FC. So here the first term will be represented as the frequency spectrum of modulating signal and the second term will be represented as the frequency spectrum of the VSB signal. So in both the section we have used the 2FC as the carrier frequency. So thus the frequency spectrum of the signal will be V naught of T of the VSB output demodulator. So V naught of F is equal to AC dash by 4 into H of F minus FC plus H of F plus FC into M of F. So next we are going to see about the angle modulation. So when the frequency or phase of the carrier is varied by the modulating signal, then it is called as the angle modulation. Here the angle modulation is of two types. They are frequency modulation and phase modulation. So frequency modulation. When the frequency of the carrier varies as per the amplitude variation of modulating signal, then it is called as frequency modulation. So it means the amplitude of the modulator carrier remains constant. So next is the phase modulation. When the phase of the carrier will varies as per the amplitude variation of the modulating signal, then it is called as the phase modulation. Here the amplitude of the modulated carrier will remains constant. So E of T is equal to EC sin omega CT plus theta of T. So here E of T is the angle modulated wave and EC is the peak amplitude of the carrier, omega C is the carrier frequency and theta of T is the instantaneous phase deviation. So next we are going to see about the relationship or difference between the FM and PM. Here we have taken the difference between the FM and PM and it will lies in the property of carrier in the modulating signal. So we have taken the instantaneous phase as omega CT plus theta of T. Here theta of T is instantaneous phase deviation and omega C is the carrier frequency. So the frequency deviation will be denoted as d by dt of theta of T is equal to theta dash of T hertz. So in substituting the instantaneous phase frequency equation, omega A of T is equal to d by dt of omega c of t plus theta of t. Okay, then we will receive omega c plus theta dash of t radians per second. So the instantaneous phase deviation theta of t is proportional to the modulating signal voltage. So theta of t is equal to k into em of t radian. Here k is the deviation sensitivity of phase. So theta of t is equal to k1 em of t in radian per second. So k1 is deviation sensitivity of frequency. So from the equation 2 we have theta of t is equal to integral theta dash of t into dt. So here we are substituting integral for theta dash of t k1 em of t into dt here. So let the modulating signal be given as em of t into em cos omega mt here. So using this sixth equation, in the equation 6, so theta of t is equal to k1 em cos omega mt into dt. So let we have receive the equation as k1 em by omega m into sin omega mt. So the angle modulated wave is mathematically expressed as E of t is equal to EC sin omega ct plus theta of t. So using the value of theta of t in the above equation from equation 7, we will get FM equation as E of t is equal to EC sin omega ct plus k1 em by omega m sin omega mt. So similarly, by using the value of theta of t from the equation 5 in equation 8, we will get the PM equation as E of t is equal to EC sin omega ct plus KEM cos omega mt. So now the modulation index for PM. So comparing both the equations, we will get the modulation index as M is equal to KEM radian. So the modulation index means it is directly proportional to the peak modulating voltage and its unit is radians. So the modulation index of FM signal is directly proportional to the peak modulating voltage but inversely proportional to the modulating signal frequency. So omega m is equal to 2 pi fm. So m is equal to k1 em by 2 pi fm. So here k1 em by 2 pi is called as the frequency deviation and it is denoted by del and its unit is hertz. Next we are going to see about the modulation index in FM. So M is equal to del by FM, that is denoted as maximum frequency deviation by modulating frequency. Okay, percentage modulation means the percentage is given as a ratio of the actual frequency deviation to maximum allowable frequency deviation. So that is the percentage modulation equal to actual frequency deviation by maximum allowable frequency deviation. Next one is deviation ratio. It means the ratio of the maximum frequency deviation to the maximum modulating signal frequency. So it will be denoted as dr is equal to maximum frequency deviation by FM max. Then the bandwidth of FM. So by Carson's rule, the bandwidth of the FM will be denoted as BW is equal to 2 into del plus FM max. So here del will be denoted as a maximum frequency deviation and FM max is a maximum modulating frequency.